6 months ago, exactly, we were here talking about inversions, and you've made some amendments to the rules that were previously announced. What's your main message today in announcing these new rules?
Well, thanks for coming in, Sarah. And I think there's an important final rule that we're putting out today. It takes the earnings strippings rules that were part of the announcement we made in our third round of administrative actions on inversions, and it makes them final. It is an important statement that tax avoidance that's used to support inversions will be stopped, and tax avoidance that's egregious will be stopped. One of the things we did, we put out a proposed rule and asked for comment on it, and we knew that there were a number of areas where the rule would have to be fine-tuned, and we fine-tuned the rule to address the concerns we heard from many commenters. I think that when the rule is studied, it will be clear that this is meant to get at egregious tax behavior, not at normal business practices.
How much corporate backlash was there to the original rules?
Well, I think the original rule was put out in a form that was quite broad, and we understood that there would be concerns about unintended consequences. Happily, a lot of the concerns also came with proposed solutions, and we had hundreds of comments, but they mostly concentrated on 6 issues. And you could look at those 6 issues in depth and come up with solutions between some exemptions and some fine-tunings to take care of the unintended consequences. I think that the purpose of this rule is to really demonstrate that while we need tax reform legislation to really fix our tax code, to really stop the push that is driving inversions and to make it by law impossible to invert or strip earnings, we need to also, in the meantime, use the administrative tools we have to stop the erosion of our tax base, our corporate tax base. I think that there's a lot of frustration in the United States and around the world in tax systems that just don't seem fair. And we've been saying it for a long time. We've taken action. In taking this action today, I think we've shown that we're taking tough action to stop the egregious behavior, but we're also listening and responding to reasonable concerns. And that's the right balance. That's what the rulemaking process is supposed to be.
I know you encountered some concerns from Republican lawmakers. Members of the House Ways and Means Committee, for instance, warned that the rules would have a significant adverse impact on the American economy, discouraging investment and hurting American jobs and workers, and urged you not to pass this prematurely.
I think that when people study what the final rule does, they'll see that we addressed a lot of the concerns that were raised about normal business practices that are not designed around tax planning strategies, which we've tried to address. To the extent that companies are using the tax code to avoid paying taxes unfairly, that's something that we are, earnings stripping is something that is used to do that. So we are addressing that behavior, but not in ways that will affect companies that are just trying to run their business in a normal way and invest in the United States. One of the things that has been raised is this question about foreign investment in the United States. We think it should be on a level playing field. The United States shouldn't be a tax haven to avoid taxation. It should be a place where domestic and international investors compete on a level playing field.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the eye right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.